Hi and welcome back to my page. So in my last video you saw me make this UV resin paper, which I'd actually seen Daniel Cooper make. This one I used with some cheap UV resin. I can still use it, it's still pliable, you can still cut it, but what I'm going to do is use right now where's I've got some JD Addiction, UV resin. So I'm actually going to try it with this instead of the cheap stuff that I used. So we'll see if it does it a bit better, because when I did this one, the UV resin was a bit gloopy, and you can see it's got more of a smoky look to it instead of it being clear. It looks like a stained glass window. So we are going to try this. So I'll get my tub and we'll put some of this in. Helps if I take the lid off. So I made it with these thick glitter. So I'm going to try the purple. I don't have anything in red. That's a lot better. Right, so I'm just going to cover the bottom. That should be enough. Then we'll try the purple. This is coarser glitter. It's more like holographic. Yeah, that's a lot better. So you're just making sure all the glitter is covered. Like I said, if you've not seen the video Daniel Cooper's done, then I would go back and watch his videos. Just going to stick a little bit more resin because I want to spread it out a bit thinner, because on this one I did it a bit too thick at one end. This end's too thick, where this end is okay, where you can see that one's not as flexible, but I can still use it. That should be that. And again, some parchment paper. To get as much out as I can. to one side, and again just cover it up. You can use your fingers. Like I say, depending on how thin you spread it, depends on how pliable it will be. And you can feel with your fingers as well where you've got bits that are thicker than others. That should be it. And again, under the UV light, I'm putting it between two UV lamps, and then we'll come back once it's set. Right, let's try this now. So it's been under the UV lamps, yeah. So I've just got some resin ready for later on. So there you go. Just it's a bit weird. It's stuck. The end bit's not really. It's still a little bit tacky there. Right, it's still a little bit tacky in a couple of places. See, this one's not as flexible. It's still a bit tacky. But you can see, with it being coarser, so I just need to get these bits off. But again, you can cut it into your whatever shapes that you're wanting, if you're going to be using it in cabochons or anything like that. But this one's not turned out as flexible. It does need to go back under the UV lamp. But again, that can be cut into whatever shape you're needing or whatever. And what I would suggest is use a clean piece of parchment paper. Some bits are flexible, some bits aren't. But again, you can still use it. But like I said, this is only the 2 times that I've actually done it. So I would need to keep trying it and getting it right to how I personally want it. But you can actually have it as thick or as thin as you want. If you just put colours in it instead of the glitter, I'm going to try some with thinner glitter and not this coarse stuff. And I think it would probably need to be a little bit thinner, but I'm going to shove this back under the UV lamp just so it can harden up the rest of the bits. But like I said, it has set some bits. You could still use them. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to keep these bits. And put them in a tub. That's more flexible. But I'll keep these bits because I can still use them. And I think I'm going to have to cut this parchment paper down, because I won't be able to use that again. It's too tacky now. Where did I put my scissors with it? So I'm just going to cut this section off, because I can't use that again. I can use that for smaller bits, but like I said, there it's still wet, so that's just going to get binned. And again, wear gloves, because epoxy can be really, really bad if you suffer with an allergic reaction. But let's try that now. There we go. So that's all the edges. I'll just get a toothpick and get these bits off. But there we go. UV resin paper. Like I say, go check out Daniel Cooper's videos. But there you go. It's too thick there. I could have thinned it out a bit better there. But there we go. UV resin glitter paper. See you in the next video. Bye.